Good morning. Today we'll be learning how to make black walnut tincture. Here are the items that you will need. A jar, I like to use a glass jar, preferably a canning jar. Alcohol, you could use 100 proof vodka if you like, but I like to use 80 proof brandy. Just be sure that you use the highest proof alcohol that you can. Measuring cup, the herb that you will use, in this case we're going to be using black walnut. I like to use duct tape and a pen so we can use to label the bottle later on. And then you will need a plastic liner for your lid. What I've done is I've got a standard bag here and I've cut it up into a square, and we'll be putting this on top of the jar. This is because the alcohol will react with the metals on the lid and it can cause the metal to go into the tincture, which we do not want to have happen. So let's begin by measuring 2 1/2 tablespoons of the herb. In this case it's going to be black walnut. 1. There's a half. And because I'm at the very bottom of this, I'm going to measure this in here like this. There we go. That gives us exactly 2 1/2 tablespoons of black walnut. And we're going to go ahead and add 80 proof brandy. And that's going to be 2 ounces. As you can see there, exactly 2 ounces of 80 proof brandy. I'm going to add this to the black walnut. And a plastic liner to protect the metal from entering the tincture. And go ahead and shake it up. As you can see, we've got a perfect consistency for herb to alcohol. So this will dissolve really nice. Now because black walnut is a very, very tough, strong herb, we're going to let this soak for about 8 weeks. And then after the 8 weeks, we're going to go ahead and filter it out through a standard coffee filter, and it will be placed into a small dropper bottle. This is what the black walnut will look like after it's been all filtered out. Now I did use vodka on this black walnut tincture. I did about a year ago, so it's a little bit lighter, but when we filter it out with the brandy, it will still have this beautiful clear look to it. Now the final part, which is very important, we need to label it. Now there's 3 very important things that you need to label on here. The first is the herb that you used. In this case it's going to be black walnut. The next is going to be the date, which is July 5th, 2015. And then we're going to put down the type of alcohol that we used, in this case brandy. This will be shaken up once per day for the next 8 weeks in a row, and then like I mentioned earlier, it will be filtered out. Now black walnut tincture is a very, very powerful herb, so you want to use it very sparingly and very use it apart from each other. For example, don't take black walnut 3 or 4 days in a row, like 5 or 6 drops at a time. You want to give it a break if you use it 3 days in a row. I only use, personally, I will use just 2 drops of black walnut to a cup of water. That's all I need. It's a very powerful way to destroy parasites. It's a very powerful cancer killer. And just by those 2 things alone, by destroying parasites and increasing the body's resistance to cancer, is a very, very powerful tincture. So thank you for watching, and continued luck and success in your tincture making projects, and have a wonderful day.